right, Black and White Sports Reporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark because she's got a new job. Caitlin Clark has landed herself a new, very high-profile position, and I've been wondering when this was going to happen. I knew at some point, somewhere, with some miscellaneous media outlet, Caitlin Clark would...
With lights blazing and cameras rolling, she took the national stage and made a stunning announcement that nobody could have predicted. Her NBA debut on NBC was more than just a cameo. It was a tectonic shift, instantly sending shock waves through the entire sports media environment. Fans responded with a flurry of conversation. The revelation became the indisputable main topic of discussion as the internet erupted with commentary. This was more than a fleeting moment. Her reputation as an unmatched cultural and athletic phenomenon was cemented by the thrilling event that everyone would be analyzing for years.
This was going to happen. I knew at some point, somewhere, with some miscellaneous media outlet, Caitlin Clark would get a gig. And now we know where that gig's going to be, when that gig's going to be, and who that gig's going to be for. Before we get to that, make sure you are subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. And look, tip of the cap to a lot of you guys. We got a lot of new subscribers on that video I dropped yesterday afternoon that seemed to make a lot of people mad.
The shocking announcement confirmed Caitlin Clark has landed a significant new role, pivoting from the court to the broadcast booth in an unexpected move. It was revealed that her new, highly visible job was with NBC Sports, a media behemoth making a risky move. This isn't a tiny gig. It's a huge acquisition aimed to capture immediate attention and revolutionize how fans connect with basketball material. Many people have undoubtedly been taken aback by the abruptness and scope of this change, which has sparked discussion and enthusiasm about what lies ahead in the sports world.
We're crossing the line. We want to sign the deal. But that long wait doesn't mean Caitlin Clark has been away from the game. In fact, she notably suited up for USA Basketball Training Camp in December, has expressed her dedication for participating in all-team USA events with FIBA World Cup looming in September and qualifiers taking place in March. So she has and will get the needed reps before finally taking the floor again with the Fever. In the meantime, she will be keeping busy in another role, one still involving basketball. It was announced on...
Clark is now a special contributor for NBC's brand new Basketball Night in America program because to her extraordinary move. This is more than a one-time event. It's a clear comparison to the network's wildly popular Football Night in America, demonstrating the enormous aspirations of this new endeavor. NBC's ambitious attempt to carve out a strong niche in NBA coverage is highlighted by the creation of such a flagship basketball show led by a current player. Many industry experts are stunned by the sheer chutzpah of starting this with her at the lead.
In the meantime, she will be keeping busy in another role, one still involving basketball. It was announced on Tuesday that Caitlin Clark will join NBC Sports to serve as a special contributor for its new Basketball Night in America program. Caitlin Clark will make her debut as a TV analyst on February 1st, preceding the Lakers versus Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, per a release from NBC. Wow. So this would...
On February 1st, before the eagerly awaited Lakers versus Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, her live television analyst debut is scheduled to astound viewers. This is hardly a low-key, unannounced beginning. It's a high-stakes primetime broadcasting debut on one of the biggest professional basketball stages. The pick of such a big game for her inaugural appearance highlights the immediate pressure and the sky-high expectations placed on her to offer significant viral commentary right from the outset.
This Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, per a release from NBC. Wow. So this would be akin to, they have Sunday Night Football, and it starts with a pregame show called Football Night in America. I didn't know they were creating Basketball Night in America, but here we are. It will be Caitlin Clark's first time in an analyst-type role on TV. That's per Chloe Peterson. She will return to the broadcast table on March 9th for a game between Oklahoma City Thunder and...
However, this exciting new chapter is just getting started with her February 1st premiere. On March 9th, Caitlin Clark is scheduled to make a comeback to the broadcast table for another high-profile matchup. This time, the Oklahoma City Thunder will play the Knicks. This demonstrates that her function is a continuous presence meant to keep people interested and engaged rather than a transient experiment. Her frequent appearances guarantee ongoing attention, creating momentum for both her quickly developing media career and basketball night in America.
That's per Chloe Peterson. She will return to the broadcast table on March 9th for a game between Oklahoma City Thunder and the Knicks. Caitlin Clark joins Michael Jordan as a splashy acquisition for NBC and NBA coverage. Despite his limited role, simply having Jordan as part of the coverage created buzz. NBC is surely hoping Caitlin Clark's involvement will do the same. Of course, Caitlin Clark is expected to offer unique insights in assuming the analyst role for the first.
It's obvious that NBC is counting on Clark to create the kind of unheard of hype that was previously connected to iconic individuals like Michael Jordan, who also had small but spectacular roles in NBC's NBA coverage. The network is confident in her capacity to attract large audiences and produce viral moments, as evidenced by the startling comparison. Her ability to electrify a completely new medium and captivate a new generation of sports fans is a clear sign that her star power extends beyond the basketball court. An incredibly high degree of expectation.
Scheduled to provide commentary for. And ultimately, the real anticipation is around how she will look when she comes back to the floor at 100% healthy. Let's go over here. This is the official from NBC Sports, the press release. And it basically does say the same thing. However, Caitlin Clark is going to join the studio team of Maria Taylor. She also hosts Football Night in America with Chris Sims and Mike Florio, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dunn.
Clark will appear on TV with broadcasting heavyweights like Maria Taylor, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady as part of an already stellar studio staff. The network's confidence in her innate intelligence and analytical ability is evident from her instant integration into such a prestigious panel. She's not just a rookie commentator. She's going straight into the major leagues with Hall of Famers, which is an intimidating but exciting task that guarantees her observations will be hotly contested and closely examined from the start.
Also hosts Football Night in America with Chris Sims and Mike Florio, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy, and Jason Garrett. Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady for pregame commentary. So that's going to be really interesting. Quote, "I'm really excited to be part of Basketball Night in America crew this season," said Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is one of the most captivating players and dynamic scorers in basketball, said Sam Flood, executive producer of NBC Sports.
"I'm really excited to be part of Basketball Night in America crew this season," said Caitlin Clark, who was genuinely thrilled about this groundbreaking opportunity. Her straightforward statement, which was made public by NBC Sports, offers a unique window into her thoughts on this momentous career change. It demonstrates a desire for fresh challenges and a desire to make a contribution outside of her playing career, demonstrating her proactive involvement in building her public image and making innovative use of her enormous platform. NBC Sports executive producer Sam Flood echoed this excitement, calling Clark one of the most compelling athletes and prolific basketball scorers. Flood's comment highlights the main justification for this bold purchase: her deep knowledge of the game and her irresistible charm. It's a calculated attempt to add unvarnished current player insight to the broadcast in the hopes that her unique viewpoint will strike a deep chord with both fans and critics, resulting in an instantaneous and viral impact. Clark's 2025 WNBA season was cut short in July due to injury. Thus, this unexpected media endeavor takes place during a critical off-season. She will have to wait a long time to return to the court at full strength because the 2026 campaign won't start until May. Her quick transition to a prominent broadcasting position offers an intriguing way to keep up with the game, transforming a possible period of inactivity into a potent platform. Considering her rehabilitation schedule, this was an unexpected step. The persistent uncertainty surrounding a new WNBA collective bargaining agreement further complicates her playing future. The very beginning of the 2026 season is still dependent on a contract being reached because there is presently no CBA in place. Clark's broadcasting position is made even more intriguing by this contractual limbo, which makes it a crucial outlet for her public persona amid a time of professional uncertainty. The underlying tension is hinted at by the deal's February 15th over-under. Despite being hurt during the WNBA's contractual hiatus, Clark has remained strongly dedicated to the sport, notably suiting up for the USA basketball training camp in December. Additionally, she has stated her unshakable commitment to competing in every Team USA event, including the upcoming World Cup in September and the World Cup qualifiers in March. This commitment shows her multifaceted dedication to basketball outside of the WNBA season and guarantees she'll acquire vital reps and be game-ready. Her well-known basketball IQ, which is regarded as one of the highest in the sport, is anticipated to make the switch to an analyst position relatively easy. Her capacity to deconstruct plays, evaluate defenses, and explain intricate tactics in real time will be a huge benefit, providing viewers with a level of knowledge seldom found in active players. This intellectual aptitude is precisely what NBC is depending on to deliver distinctive, interesting commentary that elevates their new show and captivates a broad audience. Beyond these early appearances, NBC and Caitlin Clark have a strategic partnership that will continue with the network's planned expanded coverage of the WNBA in 2026. This sustained dedication indicates a substantial interest in women's basketball and strongly implies that Clark will play a key role in their upcoming programming. Her participation might completely change the way the WNBA is televised, garnering previously unheard-of national attention and further confirming her influence on the sports industry. All Basketball Night in America broadcasts will be accessible on NBC's official streaming platform, the Peacock app, for fans anxious to witness her live television debut and following appearances. The viral moments may easily spread across a variety of platforms thanks to this clever digital integration, which guarantees maximum accessibility for her enormous fan base. The action places Clark at the vanguard of this changing media ecosystem and highlights the crucial role streaming services play in contemporary sports consumption. The choice to exclusively broadcast NFL games, such as the Packers vs. Bears playoff match, on Peacock emphasizes the platform's increasing significance in NBC's total sports programming approach. NBC is making a strong statement about Caitlin Clark's worth in attracting new users to their app by hosting her high-profile premiere on the same exclusive platform. This strategic connection, which aims for a big viral viewership directly linked to their premium digital product, demonstrates the extent of NBC's commitment in her drawing power. The noticeable absence of ESPN, the conventional superpower in sports broadcasting, is one of the most revealing features of this entire arrangement. The fact that NBC avoided ESPN's customary hegemony by securing this groundbreaking acquisition indicates a dramatic change in the competitive media environment. It implies that Caitlin Clark's distinct appeal demanded a deal and that an assertive new player is appending the old order. Something many industry observers were shocked by since competing networks just couldn't or wouldn't match. In the end, Caitlin Clark's new position solidifies her reputation as a true needle mover. Her capacity to generate immense interest, increase viewership, and spark widespread discourse is unparalleled, making her a valued asset for any media outlet. This live TV debut is more than just a personal achievement. It's evidence of her growing cultural influence, demonstrating that she goes beyond the game itself and can go viral just by coming into the spotlight. The underlying expectation for her ultimate return to the court in full health is still paramount, even though her live TV debut is expected to enthrall and stun spectators. This new job in broadcasting is a strong bridge, which keeps her engaged with the game and her audience, but what really makes her unique is her physical ability. As she continues to dominate the sports conversation from an unexpected new platform, the twin roles of analyst and player create a captivating storyline that builds interest for her playing comeback. The live TV debut of Caitlin Clark with NBC is more than just an off-season gig. It's a powerful statement of her unmatched impact, changing not only her professional path but also sports broadcasting's future. This audacious, unexpected move has gone viral right away, sparking new media conjecture and fan interaction that will surely continue. Her ability to continually generate such overwhelming excitement, whether she is a transformative figure who consistently pushes limits and shocks expectations, whether on the court or behind the desk. Asians.